In a shocking revelation that has sent shockwaves across global fandoms, BTS members Jungkook and Taehyung V went live together and confessed something no one anticipated: their plans to join Jin for a performance in California. Could this signify an unexpected collaboration, or is this the prelude to something even larger? Possibly a full BTS reunion? Fans are left grappling with endless speculation, their emotions oscillating between excitement and disbelief. During the live broadcast, which lasted nearly an hour, Jungkook and Taehyung appeared unusually candid, hinting at preparations that are bigger than what people think. Taehyung, with his signature calm demeanor, dropped the first bombshell when he casually mentioned, "California is going to be special this week. You might see 3 of us together on stage again." This statement, delivered without further context, instantly fueled intense conversations online. Jungkook, initially hesitant, later confirmed, "We're working on something with Jin. It's been hard keeping this from you all." The phrase alone ignited a storm of emotions, as fans realized they might be witnessing history in the making. Social media platforms were instantly flooded with clips from the live, hashtags trending worldwide within minutes despite neither of them mentioning any dates or events explicitly. The timing of this revelation, coinciding with Jin's upcoming schedule in California, only added fuel to the speculation. Some fans argue this could be a spontaneous appearance, while others believe it has been a meticulously planned surprise involving 3 of BTS's most influential members. Why would they choose now to drop such hints? Could this be linked to BTS's long-discussed plans post-military hiatus? Adding to the frenzy, several industry insiders have pointed out that Jin's stage in California is already designed for special appearances. Camera rehearsals reportedly included sequences where additional performers were involved, although no names have been officially attached. Could this mean Jungkook and Taehyung are indeed rehearsing in secret? Or is this merely a misdirection to amplify hype for Jin's solo act? The gravity of this revelation cannot be understated. It marks the first time since BTS's temporary group hiatus that more than one member has confirmed performing together. The possibility of seeing Jungkook, Taehyung, and Jin sharing a stage outside of South Korea is not only symbolic, but could signal a larger movement for the group. The question now stands: is this California event a one-time collaboration, or is it a prelude to BTS's grand return? Several eagle-eyed fans have been quick to analyze the live stream frame by frame, hoping to catch any further hints. Some noticed what appeared to be rehearsal passes pinned behind Jungkook during the broadcast, with a logo resembling that of a major California venue. Others pointed out Taehyung's subtle nods whenever Jin's name was mentioned, suggesting a carefully coordinated plan. Could these small details be deliberate breadcrumbs left for ARMY, or mere coincidences blown out of proportion by eager fans? Emotions are running high, and understandably so. For a fandom that has waited years for the possibility of BTS members reuniting on stage, even the slightest confirmation feels monumental. Yet, this raises further questions. If Jungkook and Taehyung are performing with Jin, why was there no official announcement? Is this an unplanned surprise, or is the company deliberately keeping it under wraps to amplify impact? Observers have also noted that California has historically been a key location for BTS milestones. From their breakthrough at the American Music Awards to their historic concerts at the Rose Bowl, California carries a certain symbolic weight in the BTS narrative. Is it mere coincidence that Jungkook and Taehyung chose this moment to reveal their plans? Or does this hint at a strategic move to reclaim BTS's global stage presence, starting with a location that holds immense significance for the group and their fans alike? As speculation reaches fever pitch, one cannot ignore the psychological impact this revelation has had on fans worldwide. Many describe feeling anxious but exhilarated, torn between believing this could be real and fearing potential disappointment if it turns out otherwise. The ambiguity of Jungkook and Taehyung's statements has left enough room for both hope and doubt to coexist, creating an emotional roller coaster for millions of ARMYs who are now glued to every update. Ultimately, the question remains: what exactly will happen in California? Will fans witness the historic moment of Jungkook, Taehyung, and Jin performing together? Or is this a carefully crafted narrative designed to maintain engagement and anticipation during BTS's ongoing individual activities until concrete details emerge? One thing is certain: Jungkook and Taehyung's live broadcast has succeeded in shaking the global fan community to its core. Every word they uttered, every subtle gesture, and every unspoken hint has now become fodder for endless theories and discussions. As California prepares for Jin's highly anticipated appearance, the world waits with bated breath to see whether this tantalizing possibility will transform into reality or remain a dream deferred. The unprecedented wave of speculation triggered by Jungkook and Taehyung's live broadcast continues to reverberate through every corner of social media, yet a question of far greater significance now emerges. Is this revelation grounded in reality, or could it be an elaborate construct designed to manipulate public attention? In an era where information spreads uncontrollably across platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and countless media outlets, the boundaries between fact and fiction have grown increasingly blurred. It becomes imperative to interrogate the authenticity of such claims before accepting them as truth. As millions of fans revisit the footage, dissecting each word and gesture, the core issue remains unresolved. Are these members genuinely preparing for a performance with Jin in California, or is this merely a strategic maneuver orchestrated to dominate global headlines? What concrete evidence supports these assertions beyond fleeting remarks and ambiguous visual cues during a casual live session? Is it plausible that such a monumental reunion would be revealed informally, without an official statement or confirmation from trusted sources? Or does this very informality serve as a calculated tactic to stir intrigue and provoke emotional investment from an audience desperate for a BTS resurgence? It is crucial to approach this narrative with a discerning eye. While the live broadcast undoubtedly occurred, and the statements made by Jungkook and Taehyung cannot be outright dismissed, there remains a glaring absence of corroboration. Reports circulating across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter amplify fragments of the story, yet few, if any, have presented verifiable details that withstand critical scrutiny. Could it be that fans and media outlets alike are complicit, albeit unconsciously, in constructing a collective illusion fueled by longing and anticipation? To what extent is the fervor surrounding this news a reflection of factual events, and to what extent is it the product of wishful interpretation? Consider the mechanics of virality in the digital age. Information, whether accurate or false, can achieve global reach within seconds, often detached from its original context. When Jungkook and Taehyung mentioned preparations with Jin, was their intention to confirm a collaborative performance? Or might their words have been misconstrued, exaggerated, and reframed by countless online commentators seeking engagement? The ethical implications of disseminating such unverified claims demand reflection. As consumers of media, are we complicit in perpetuating a cycle where sensation overrides substance, where emotional impact is prioritized above evidentiary standards? Furthermore, one must question the motivations behind such revelations. If true, what purpose does this serve at this precise moment? Could it be a strategic move to test public sentiment ahead of a larger announcement, or an intentional ploy to redirect attention amidst other industry developments? Conversely, if false, who stands to benefit from the widespread dissemination of this narrative? Is it the media entities capitalizing on heightened web traffic, or is it fans themselves creating a feedback loop of speculation to satisfy a collective longing for reunion? These questions are not easily answered, but they demand to be asked. The phenomenon also invites reflection on the nature of fandom psychology. How does deep emotional attachment to public figures shape perception, rendering audiences more susceptible to believing unverified reports? Are we, as a global audience, engaging critically with the content we consume? Or are we allowing our desires and biases to override rational evaluation? In the context of Jungkook and Taehyung's live broadcast, how many viewers pause to consider the possibility of alternative interpretations before sharing their conclusions? As this discourse unfolds, the role of traditional and social media in amplifying uncertainty must not be underestimated. Numerous platforms thrive on content that sparks debate and controversy, often favoring immediacy over accuracy. Yet within this landscape, The responsibility to distinguish between credible reporting and speculative sensationalism falls increasingly upon individual consumers. Are we, as readers and viewers, equipped with the necessary tools to navigate this complex informational environment? Or have we become passive recipients, vulnerable to manipulation by algorithms and viral trends? To elevate this discussion beyond mere fandom excitement, one must confront a sobering reality. Not every story that captivates public imagination is grounded in truth. Some are carefully crafted narratives designed to evoke strong emotional responses, regardless of factual integrity. Could this performance in California narrative belong to that category? Until corroborative evidence surfaces, such as official rehearsal footage, verified schedules, or statements from directly involved parties, any certainty about the event's authenticity remains premature. To that end conclusion, the revelations made during Jungkook and Taehyung's live broadcast have undoubtedly ignited global fascination. However, fascination alone cannot serve as a substitute for critical thought. As readers, viewers, and participants in this discourse, we are confronted with pressing questions. Do we truly believe that this event is real? Or have we become entangled in a web of narratives designed to exploit our hopes and emotions? Are we actively verifying the information we encounter? Or are we surrendering our judgment to the seduction of sensational headlines? This moment demands more than passive consumption. It calls for rigorous reflection. Before sharing, commenting, or forming definitive conclusions, pause and ask, what do I truly know about this situation, and how do I know it? Does this article, along with countless others, reflect an objective truth? Or is it yet another iteration of an elaborate illusion propagated in the name of engagement? The line between reality and fabrication has never been thinner. In light of this, the responsibility to seek truth rests not only with journalists and creators, but with each individual navigating the tumultuous currents of digital media. Will you, the reader, rise to this challenge and question what you are told? Or will you succumb to the comforting allure of believing what you wish to be true?